Hi everybody. My name is Najee, and this is Najee Talks, where I ask people for topics under the umbrella of lifestyle, have them come on the show and discuss said topics. Today we have Khadija and Zhakiya Bangura. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Khadija Bangura. I'm 29 years old. I am a personal trainer, and I'm just here to have some great discussions about spirituality.
Hi, my name is Zhakiya. I'm 23 years old. I'm pursuing a career in education. I'm applying for Howard University for the fall semester master's education program, and I want to just develop the self-esteem in Black children. So, yes, do spirituality. Talk about it.
Shout out to HBCUs. Alright, so we're gonna get started on the topic is maintaining a spiritual lifestyle. So the first question is, can you provide your definition of a spiritual lifestyle?
My definition of spiritual lifestyle is being at one, being peace with yourself, your inner self, and that's showing on the outside. And you just showing love to yourself first and to others.
I would define spiritual lifestyle, I guess, just, as well as she said, going off of that, being, feeling whole in yourself, connecting with your self outside of your physical self. And that can go very deep. But that's how I define my spirituality.
Okay. All right.
How do you define it?
Well, say for me, mine's just, I guess, kind of like an umbrella of sorts in a way. It's more than one thing that you have to pursue in a daily basis. And I see that as, I guess, mental is the biggest thing, of course, because the mental can do everything, create the matter. Mental manifest matter, themes of creation. And
those responses from the universe.
Right. And so your mental is what gains the knowledge of the things that you're gonna do. So then you can, whatever you do normally for your spiritual lifestyle, you gain through that knowledge that goes into the mind. And then the mind can form and create from it what you've learned, right? And then then you can also whatever it is that your lifestyle was before, you gain that knowledge. You can alter it around and make changes to make your lifestyle better. And then from there, because for me, I wasn't a vegetarian all my life. I wasn't even spiritual all my life. No, I was in the church and stuff, but it's a difference. Being religious and being spiritual. It's like more of a wider aspect when you're being spiritual. You have less holding you back. You don't have that box that a lot of people really have to deal with. And I feel like for me, it's like I've been doing a lot of I like knowledge, So I like to look into the different, the different books, the different texts, and read through those and see what they got going on, And from those, see what's good, see what I can take from that, or see what I want to leave, And I feel like that's a good thing of going about it, because a lot of people just want to be stuck in one thing, in one place, and they're like, oh well, this book is this, and I'm going off of that. Like, this book is this, and then next thing you know, people have arguments, and then arguments turn into fights turn into wars for no reason.
Yeah, but I feel like you were kind of harping with the law of attraction in a way as well. You have an idea of something, you develop knowledge in it, you're mental, and when that becomes immersed into your subconscious being, the vibrations of you and what your thoughts are and what you think and what begin to attract and bring to you what you knowledge yourself on, what's in your mind. So that's also very spiritual. Very, very spiritual.
Definitely adding on to what you said. So I guess the difference between religion and spirit is Religion is actually the belief in and a worship of superhuman, controlling power, especially a person's God or gods, right? Versus what you said, that's the box, basically. Which versus spirit, which is the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character of the soul. So I feel like once people know those two definitions, you will be able to then recognize or be able to be really, okay, am I going to be religious or am I going to be spiritual? Because I definitely believe that being spiritual and religion does not work. Like, it's an oxymoron. You either are spiritual with oneself and the Most High, or you are either religious. I was watching one of your recent, your first video actually, and I recall him saying that, you know, he is spiritual but yet still religious. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, he doesn't.
So when he said that, I was kind of like, it didn't sit too well with me, because I'm a spiritual person. You know, I was raised in a Muslim household, and I was in a Muslim household, and I also was baptized actually. So I understand both. And what actually made me come into realization about me being more spiritual was I took a class in college. It was a Judaism, Christianity, and Islam class. And I just sat there and like everything that they would discuss, it just came as all in one. So I just really sat there and I'm like, so really what is the point of religion? Like I would sit there and I don't really ask myself what is religion. Now I can't sit there and ask people because, you know, that becomes a big debate, which class is over, okay? So that's what really made me become more in tune with my spirituality, not boxing myself in this type of religion. Because it's sad when you say like, oh, you know, I'm Muslim or Christianity or this, and then people automatically just put you in that box. Or oh hey, so am I, or you know, like okay, that's fine, but no, I don't want to be in a box.
Okay, let's play devil's advocate.
Okay.
What if someone's religion, because religion is the belief in, right?
And worship.
And worship, okay, and a superhuman. What if their religion is spirituality? So their belief in themselves and worshiping themselves as the superhuman God. Then is that fall under, is that?
But technically, that would be what I studied in Buddhism. That's what they taught. Was about being at one with yourself.
That is ancient Kemetic practices as well.
Okay. But I don't see then. If I'm looking at myself,
which the religion that we are discussing now that you're referring to is the one that's been contorted by the Western Caucasian world, where religion, like right, the religion of a group of people, so they grouped people together and then they use it to enslave,
exactly.
Control.
Yes, but the real religion which they've stolen, which is spirituality.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Yes, exactly.
And
but they've changed it.
No, they definitely have. And the prime example would be like, you know, Erykah Badu says in her song On and On, you know, if we were made in his image, then call us by his name, right? And she also says, most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
There you go.
So that right there just sums it up in itself, what Erykah Badu said.
And that can easily explain the fear is the reason why we're being held down.
And fear is the biggest thing that we have. Fear is something that we have been taught.
Well, the fear of them, what's the quote? The intellect, the fear. Read that.
Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
So how would it?
All right, so think about this, right? So you know how there is a belief system that sees the African descendants, like the Hispanics and the Native Americans as like the lost tribe.
Right.
And so the lost tribe, they see them as a threat. And so those that aren't, the tribe was lost on purpose so that they can, you know what I'm saying, take control.
Now who's they?
Who is they?
Who is they?
The ones that created the books. I even learned in school about the Curse of Ham. because cursing Ham, it was about, so Noah and his sons, he had 3 sons, right? One was Ham, right? So anyway, so Noah was drunk, and so apparently like his sons laughed at him or something like that, and then the next day, one of the sons, not Ham though, but one of the other sons' wives told Noah that Ham laughed at him. I don't think they even really laughed at him, but she told him that he laughed at him while he was drunk. And so he was embarrassed and pissed and stuff, and he told God to curse Ham and his family. You know how they'd be like so easy to like curse people back in the day. And then so how they cursed them was they made their skin dark and told them that they would be enslaved. They would be enslaved to their brothers who were lighter skin.
Okay.
And guess what Ham was really good at?
What?
All the arts.
And what are black people good at?
All the arts.
Which is why they eliminated education. They eliminate all of our arts programs because those aren't considered physical sciences. Each and every one of them, arts, music, athletic, sports, they are physical sciences that can be broken down, interpreted into math and science, different sciences. And so I guess, black people naturally coming from the motherland of Africa, we learn our movements and our vibrations and how we bring sticks into that hip hop. Like what hip is the knowledge of or the awareness of your movements.
Yeah.
So we learned our life and elevated through observing nature and mimicking nature, and that's like come through the way we move in our body. But yeah, that's just that's the way that we can elevate, that we use to knowledge. And I'm going off on a rampant right now in my head, but they suppress those natural skills of ours by limiting those programs and giving us standardized tests that are not
just measurable.
That don't measure any type of knowledge, realistically. But
so going back to the kind of like the control system, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were saying that so when the slaves were free, the Native Americans, they had their land and stuff, whatever. And then so when the slaves became free, Native Americans were still, they were there and around and stuff.
Yeah, around.
And so what ended up happening was they forced the Native Americans to move away from the ex-slaves because they were afraid that because it was 2 different ethnicities that they basically
terrorized.
They would stick together and fight the enemy.
There you go.
The common enemy. That was their fear, and so they forced them to move. And then a lot of the Native Americans changed their ethnicity to African American or black.
Is that why they say that? I've heard that the real Native Americans are actually.
Oh yeah. Well, because Aboriginals.
We did. Yes, they
Aboriginals are everywhere.
They were everywhere, exactly.
Except when, and then what happened was there's a whole bunch of experimentations, like in Asia, like in Africa. Yeah.
The whole divide and conquer strategy has worked very well.
It definitely has. They mastered it so well, especially with religion.
Yeah.
In every way, colorism.
And then they also turned the 13th Amendment into slavery within the imprisonment.
Which is another thing.
Yes. When they abolished slavery, it says that. It's unless imprisoned under exactly. So there is no elimination of slavery.
It's still
there. Is the slavery.
And then once you're in there, you're done.
And then they created all these. Once the blacks were freed, they create a system of laws that, like, if they saw them just walking on the street trying to get a job, possibly, that's soliciting. So then you're arrested and you're thrown into jail, and then you're doing free labor on their farm still. So it was a control system.
And then even when you decide to be like, all right, I'm gonna fight for the country, fight for the country. You know what I'm saying?
Is it even a country though?
It's still not. Someone still owns this, but we don't own this place. But like even when you fight for the country and you think, oh, you know what I'm saying, I'm like do a good thing, come back. You know what I'm saying, get something out of it, and you don't. But that's all veterans, all veterans have that issue.
But then they're giving Israel $30 billion a year for reparations.
They got money.
Yeah?
Yes. But then you have men in Western African countries who are trying to get their veterans money that they were rewarded for fighting for the British military in many different wars. So it's like, where's the justice? It's nowhere. It's just it's very openly unfair. Yes.
All right, now we'll move on to the second question.
Okay.
All right, so can you describe your own daily spiritual routine?
My own daily spiritual routine would be when I first wake up in the morning. I thank God. I thank myself. I don't have to be here. And to keep my spiritual routine, honestly, I pray a lot to myself and to God, just to keep my sanity. Like, people are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't meditate, but it's something I try to get into, and maybe I just need to practice it more, because like you said, like you guys said, it's all in the thoughts, all in the mind.
Yeah.
So maybe if I just clear my mind more and I know I'll be able to focus more. But and also I find fitness, honestly, personal training is one of my spiritual routines as well.
Yeah.
To me, I'm the bomb. Like, I feel like at peace when I'm doing that.
Yeah.
I guess maybe my daily spiritual routine. I guess it's nothing really set, but I just keep my ancestors alive always in my mind, in my thoughts. Yes, I've seen them, spoken to them. So that's on a daily where I just keep them around me, and I always make sure to learn something new as well about my Black history, because my ancestors are everyone that's Black. Throughout all the African diaspora, I pain for any one of them that have experienced brutality, and I try to keep that close to me. And so I learn as much as something every day. I try to learn something new about history. Yeah. YouTube videos, podcasts, books. It's all out there.
It's definitely all out there.
Yeah.
It's you just have to be willing to
find it.
And if you don't, and like we all said in the beginning, fear. I definitely feel like fear is something that holds a lot of people back into looking for more and deeper things. A lot of people are used to well, my pastor said this, or I read this from somewhere, so I'm just gonna run with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's okay to run. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you gotta keep on running and keep running straight ahead until you actually get to that finish line.
Yeah.
Without looking back. So, yeah.
Okay, so now, alright, so let's go back to what you're saying about the religious people. So say you have somebody who is, because for me, I did grow up in church, family, a lot of family in the church, whatever, but when I went to college, Tuskegee University, but when I went to college, I was away from family. So that gave me a chance to branch out on my own and kind of explore what it, what it is. Because it's not like I was just down for the cause when it came to Christianity. I had my questions that nobody would answer or answer wrong, so I didn't believe it. My mom answered wrong.
His spirits were itching in him.
Right.
We gotta do that. No.
I was like, Mom, you lied to me. I don't believe in it now.
Don't accept it. You gotta follow it.
And so I was easier. So it was easier for me to branch out and do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was real open-minded about it. And so it was a lot easier to take in the spirituality or take just the knowledge. Because I learned a lot of stuff and a lot of things, which was really dope. Alright, so for somebody just like the young man that was in my first episode, he's more still, because it's family. It's we have a lot of people that are still have family who are in church, and it's even if you are kind of open-minded about stuff, it's still your family is there. Because I know a lot of people that still kind of stuck like that, where their family is in
the church,
all their family members are there, involved and everything like that.
And then they look at them like they're crazy. Oh, you're crazy.
So the thing is, now your issue is, because the thing is, for me, it was easier for me to branch off and do what I wanted because I wasn't around family. But for the people that have to stick to that, what I'm saying? They have that. They don't want to be shunned.
The outcast in that family.
Exactly, especially if they're not used to being shunned. Because for me, it's like I was never the person that wanted to do anything special. And then eventually I ended up becoming like doing my own little thing and making things like, you know, making myself special now. But before I didn't have that like mentality to want to do it, to do anything special. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't care. So then when I did this, what I do different is anything, because this is like if I do anything, you know what I'm saying? It's always like it's different. Because it's like ever since I went just going to Tuskegee University, we just started off that route, but doing different. Everything I've done has been different.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but the thing is like, I guess it's a good thing because anytime I do anything different, I really thought it would have been weird because even when I was like exploring other stuff, I thought my mom would have been like really like, you know what I'm saying, like really like looking at me get weird.
Yeah.
Because I kind of lied when I went to the meeting. I didn't tell her I went. I was like, oh, go to my friends. She's like, all right, cool. And then I told her that eventually like where I went. She's like, why you just tell me? I was like, I didn't want to have like a whole conversation about it, you know? I didn't know how you would feel. But then like later on she was talking to me and she was just telling me like she feels like Christianity wasn't for her either. And she was like, there was a lot of stuff that she still has questions about, which are getting answered as well. So it was like it was like the same thing. I'm like, oh great. I was like, all right, I can figure out a meeting that we can go to and we can go together because she knew the girl that took me. So it kind of made things easy for her. But you know, so then what ended up happening was, I think she talked to a family member.
Oh, and they got to her.
They got her.
They got to her.
Because the next thing you know, she was like, next thing you know, I asked her, she was like, nah, I'm okay. See, and that's the thing. So that's
the hard thing is to separate yourself from your family. And once you separate yourself from your family, because we are taught at home and school. Those are the only two things that we're taught at, obviously, you know, outside as well. But we're taught at home and school. So for anybody to separate yourself from your family, it's always going to be hard, especially when you want to venture out and you want to explore more and you want to know more. And especially if you're an inquisitive person, you're always questioning, like, why this, what this, da da da. They're gonna look at you like, why are you questioning this? Just go with it. Yeah. It's just what we've been taught.
It's also then I say, well, parents need to realize that they birth the body, but not the soul.
You can't control the soul.
Which is what I told my mom this morning.
Say that for the people in the back.
Yeah, so like, you know, you don't, of course we're related to us in this physical life, but my soul has maybe experienced differently and has a different goal, like a different drive and a different fire towards something that's what's kin to my familial group that I'm currently in.
So like another thing pertaining to like just Christianity in general, because you know, so back in the day there was a time when like the youth weren't involved in church as much, and then they had to find a way to get them involved. And it seems like they're doing that now as well, because nowadays it seems like everything that they have that goes with the church is youth involved. Like they have teen everything or youth everything, you know, like young something, young this, young that. Back then it wasn't as big of a thing, you know? But now it's like everything you see is like youth involved. And then they also like make it kind of like where it's connected to the youth more than anybody else. Because they know that the youth will easily
follow.
If they're cool with it and people are gonna like follow with them, they'll go with it. But then if they're like don't enjoy it, don't like it, they'll fall off and leave, you know, because it's not hard.
That, and I feel like also we're in a period in life where kids are becoming very different from what our parents are at this point in age. So it's like we are starting to disconnect from the religious beliefs that we naturally were taught. And we're expected to just grow up in and follow into. So like there may be a deliberate, you know, mission to pursue continuing the youth and their faith and the religions, the Christian religions, whatever, you know, Catholic religion.
Whatever religion you are,
I think the reason is I think a lot of it is internet.
You said what?
The internet.
Internet.
Because of the internet.
Blessing and a curse, right?
Yeah, it is.
Blessing and a curse, but that's why, you know, they bury the books, man. They burn the books for reasons.
Why? Sorry, the internet?
Because you can learn a lot from it.
Do you think you can?
Yeah, like you said, it's a gift and a curse. If you want to look up something like, I have ebooks.
Me too.
So much stuff, but you don't have to buy no more.
Maybe I'm just like so like let's go back to the text. Yeah, like
I feel that.
I do get it though. I do like the feel and stuff like that, but it's not hard to get ebooks.
Yeah, the search for it now is not hard.
The knowledge is at your hand.
Exactly.
It's
That's what
easy.
it is.
You know,
It's so easy.
I want to break down the definition of a word. Okay, I can really scroll through and find where it connects this and jump all the way to the maybe freaking Sudan, and then the Greek stole it. Like it goes. Like I will be able to like.
Or even if you like get involved, even if it's like something like simple, like you know, YouTube has so much stuff. Like so, one of the things that actually got me really involved, like really spiritual, was this is a YouTube channel called Spirit Science. So it's like animated, but it has like history and stuff involved, but it's really dope. So a friend of mine introduced me to it, and then me and like the girl I was with at the time, and then my roommate, we all was like into it. So we all started watching them consistently together, and then we was like giving it our own insights about it and stuff. And then so it was like really dope. Like, no, that's really, because they talk about chakras, they talk about sacred geometry, they talk about like the ancient history, like back with the Lemurians and the Atlantis. Yeah. And then like they talk about how like the Martians, you know.
Oh, those Anunnaki.
And then they also talk about the the Jews.
What about them?
So they're just
They said they said they made their own history.
Yes, I've heard that Israel, and you can liars. You can, when you scramble it around, you can turn into liars. Yes, they say that they created the whole history. That's why they're in the film industry and they're the best storytellers. And they create Jurassic Park and all of these. Yes, because they are great storytellers. Oh, I probably just shot myself in the. I was got myself in trouble.
You know what? I was gonna say something, but I'm not even gonna.
What are you gonna say? We already
It was gonna go back to Israel. I'm not gonna say that because it's just a whole different topic.
Okay.
Right. You just called Hitler's spirit here.
Oh! But he wasn't really a bad guy.
Okay.
He wasn't. They just portrayed him to be a bad guy.
No, explain.
He was definitely trying to get rid of the Jews because he saw what they were gonna do to control everything. Nobody deserves anything. No. So, I mean, that's one thing we've always been taught. Hitler is bad, right? Like, he's a bad guy. He wants to kill all these Jews. But there's a reason behind everything what people do.
That's true.
I don't think
But it is still bad.
It is. It's always.
Killing people is still not a good thing.
That's why I
But
said
he was good because he developed his country from complete poverty and bankruptcy to being the number one leading nation at the time after World War I, which is why they sunk Germany down after World War I, had them, the whole debt of the war was put on Germany, and then Hitler was able to develop the country again through a socialist economy, which is opposed by the Western world because we want private, federal banking system to run the central banking system to run the world. So, so he was good in the sense that he was really healthy for his land, for his people, and they were all living well at the time. And I love Germany. I love my Germans. I love
everybody.
And I love my Jews.
I love them all. I do. It's just, facts are facts.
But so little videos. It's a lot of videos about a lot of stuff. It's really dope stuff, though. I ain't gonna lie. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, tag that in the video.
Tag Spirit Science.
You have to have me a shout out.
They deserve it. They deserve it though. They helped out a lot.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
So like I'm saying, internet helped. So that like I said, that sparks a lot of conversations. So guys from there into more things, and then you're like, okay, let me get outside my normal zone. You know what I'm saying? Get out that box. Think differently.
That comfort zone.
Yeah. So it makes you like that. Like you think differently on that way.
Yeah. And you can